but they're pretty tough. Then imagine you're just walking around, don't even realize, try to come up a ladder like that. Now you're getting hooked. All right, welcome back. So today I'm going to be covering these Milwaukee knee pads here. These, I think these are new. They might have just come out. So these are going to be your their upper echelon, so their knee pads. I think they're about $45 at Home Depot. As you can see, I've got a whole variety of different knee pads that I've gone through over the years here. I've tried these out today on a call, and I'm not going to lie, I wasn't too impressed with them. They're okay, but I'll go over here in a minute what I didn't quite like about them. So as you can see, what we're comparing up against, I've got some of these here. Tough built. These are pretty much garbage. Now these tough builts aren't really good at all. These are basically like, they're pretty cheap. I think they're like $20. And essentially the issue with these is there's, you know, obviously the velcro is always going to be a fail. I don't know why I didn't learn my lesson with these, the other velcro ones I bought. But got the velcro and the single strap, it just slides down your leg all the time. Also, I've got, I don't even remember what the brand is here. I think these are some other what is this? AWP. Once again, they tried to do the hinge style here, but it had the velcro, and this is some of the worst velcro I've ever seen. It only lasted probably like a week before the velcro started becoming unusable. As you can see, I even tried adding more velcro on it, gluing it onto there, and it didn't do any justice, so those had to be retired. I got another set of those as well, just trying to, you know, re-up on them, and didn't. They pretty much failed as well. These are the cheap, I think these are the first ones I own. Cheap trash, no gel, basically barely any padding. I'll tell you another thing that's bad about these here, AWP, is this gel zone. It's probably going to happen with the Milwaukees as well, but this gel zone here starts to settle down at the bottom. Before you know it, there's no cushion here where your knee is, and it's like you can feel through the plastic if you're crawling like on really hard surfaces or like rocks, gravel or something. You'll start to be able to feel through the plastic. So these are all pretty much unusable. So we're gonna go ahead and put these off to the side. So the Milwaukees here, so far the build quality seems pretty cool. Decent build quality. The hinge seems pretty solid. I was really excited when I first saw them on the website. I was just going through the Home Depot website and I saw them. I figured, okay, Milwaukee put their spin on it. There might be something decent. First thing I noticed about them was this here strap. So I see they didn't go with the velcro, which all the other manufacturers did. They've got a nice clasp here with some, it's like an elastic, kind of a elastic strapping material, which is cool. But the only problem with that is you really can't get it tight enough with this elastic. Well, I'm not even sure what it is. I guess just the design of the hinge as well. Something about these here, where in which you have to make them really tight in order for them to stay in place. Otherwise, they just slide down your leg, and they become really a nuisance. Like I said, I only wore them for maybe 2 or 3 hours on a call today. After I got them tight enough and kind of situated properly on my legs, they were okay, but they just weren't that comfortable, kind of how they, you know, supposed to be one of their perks is the comfort, but they really weren't that comfortable once I got them to the point where they actually would stay. I can show you real quick. Another thing I don't like about them, like when they're on your leg, like when you go to stand up, this here, because the hinge kind of pushes this out, this section will protrude out maybe about 6 to 8 inches. And it's just kind of bulky and sloppy feeling when you're walking. They are pretty comfortable to kneel on, I guess. This flat base makes it a little bit more stable. It's just not they didn't reach the mark. They didn't reach the Milwaukee standard on these, because usually Milwaukee does pretty good. They're pretty innovative when they come out with different products, but this one's kind of a miss, I'd say. I might even wind up taking them back, to be honest with you, and maybe trying one of the lower grade ones, the cheaper model, cheaper Milwaukee knee pads. Yeah, like I said, all in all, they're not terrible. I mean, compared to the others, you know, half a dozen knee pads that I own, they're actually not that bad, but they just didn't reach the expectation. They still have some flaws and some work that could be done. But other than that, I'll just do a quick demonstration of how they fit. Other than that, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions or any knee pads that you use in the field that you'd recommend, because it's one of those things that's really difficult to just trying to find a good pair. The really expensive ones, I forgot the brand, but there's some really expensive ones they make out there, but they're super big, almost look like some sort of orthopedic type of who knows, but they don't look very comfortable or aesthetic. So I'm probably going to pass on those. But if you have any other recommendations or thoughts or comments, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, this is just a quick demonstration of how they fit. So basically, what you're going to want to do first, you got to tighten this thing up here. In order to tighten it, from my experience, you can't just tighten on your leg very well because this is elastic, so it doesn't really pull tight. So you want to take it and essentially just pull it. And that's pretty much all we maxed out, but just like such, and then pull it tight through that loop there. So what I do, just go ahead and do the bottom one first. Another issue too is if you have pants like this that have got cargo pockets, that I use these pockets as well. They kind of get this extra top hinge gets in the way there. So this is the issue. So once you go to kneel, like I said, as you can see, it's not properly, your knee is not properly pocketed in the actual, as you can see, it's just not too, you just got to reset everything. And like I said, I guess after time you might be able to get a good, see, there you go. So I guess that's good once you pull it down, but then the issue becomes, is it going to stay up? After time you might walk and it will probably slide down. That's what I've experienced with it. It sometimes will slide down if you don't put it on perfect. But as you can see, it's pretty solid. Like I said, it kind of makes my cargo pocket a little bit useless. Stand up. Don't have to worry too much about it sticking out too far, but it still sticks out a good maybe 3-4 inches from the knee, which isn't terrible. I mean, but these aren't, I don't think these are the type that you can wear all day. These are more like just put them on when you need them type of knee pad. If you try wearing them all day, you got to put these pretty tight, and on top of that, they're just very bulky. Yeah, as you can see, they are pretty bulky, not that streamlined, but they're pretty tough, like I said, as far as kneeling. I mean, kneeling in gravel. Once you get to a decent fit, they do stay in place okay once you get them strapped on the proper areas of your legs there, even when you kneel down a few times. But you know, they're okay. I like them. They're not great as far as the gel padding. I mean, it's pretty comfortable, but you know, it's not as soft as the other AWP ones that I had, the hinge style. I wouldn't mind them being a little bit more low profile and just, I don't know, it's a little bit more discreet. These things are pretty bulky. You know, like I said, I'll try them out for a week or so. See how I like them. Other than that, I'll definitely do a follow-up after a week and let you know my findings. So another thing as well that I wanted to demonstrate as well, I was working on a ladder today, and I did notice, so I pulled my ladder out real quick just to show you. It's very awkward trying to get up a ladder because these things are protruding so far. So if you watch, if you're trying to climb up a ladder, these things will catch up on each plank unless you put your legs, you know, unless you kind of put your legs out to the side maybe, which that's not very natural. So you want to do like such. Otherwise, if you try going straight up, this is how I would normally go up a ladder. I mean, that's not normal. That was me trying to avoid it. Especially, this is when they're actually staying tight. Most of the times what happens is, this will slide down like such, this little top half, and then they wind up sticking out like that. So then imagine you're just walking around, don't even realize, try to come up a ladder like that. Now you're getting hooked. Now you're definitely inconvenienced. That could be even a safety hazard, cause you to fall or whatever. So I was using them today. I mean, I would use them for a few hours. I turned around, by the time I turned around, this part was way down like this, and it was just like, you know, what the heck is going on here? Not to mention, it's not that tight really because of the elastic, but you do have to get them tight enough to the point where it might be a blood circulation issue. If you wear it too long, too extended periods of time, you might actually cut off a little bit of blood circulation. So I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling these thus far. Like I said, I'll try them out for a week, see if I can figure out a nice I might just not be using them right. I don't know, we'll see. Not too many ways to use knee pads, so we'll figure it out whether or not they're decent. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experience if you have worn these or tried these out. And like usual, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.